G'day guys and welcome to the show where I report on the latest in gaming news. If you do end up enjoying today's video, please just smack that like button, and now let's jump into the first news report on today's show. And it's that reports are showing that the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One consoles now stand at around 60 million units sold, which is incredible. These reports are coming from the Mad Cat's Chief Financial Officer David McKeon, and this was actually revealed during the company's Q3 earnings call last night. Now the interesting thing is they're actually expecting sales to almost triple within the next 3 years, which is just crazy to even think about. They're projecting an install base of over 150 million units by the end of 2018. Now the exact split between the two consoles of the PS4 and Xbox One is still unknown. However, Sony did announce last month that the PS4 has sold over 35.9 million units as of the 3rd of January. An interesting side note is that 5.7 million of those units were sold within the 6 weeks during November 22nd, 2015 and until January 3rd, 2016, which is a crazy stat right there. Now if we kind of break it down, we would probably see a rough estimate of about 40 million PS4s and 20 million Xbox One consoles. So yes, the PlayStation 4, no matter how you look at it, is dominating the market right now, but overall, this generation of consoles is really doing just really well. But anyway, now we move on to the next gaming news report on today's show, and it's about Tom Clancy's The Division. Ubisoft has revealed all the changes, additions, and tweaks that will be coming to the open beta of The Division. You guys can see a bunch of stuff on screen right now, so all this stuff has been changed, updated, and everything since the closed beta, and will be available in the open beta to be specific for you guys there. A lot of the big changes definitely come in the Dark Zone updates and improvements. We'll see a lot more AI along with all the players that we see, and this will make more sense because there will be a lot more players online now. I'm actually really excited to see how all these changes do come into effect, especially since this will mimic the actual game itself for March 8th. In a way, you could look at this as a make or break. It's definitely going to be one of those moments where we go, okay, this is probably what the game's going to be like. They will definitely change a lot more too, especially with the game coming out in a few weeks, so we will see how it all happens. If you do want to check out the full list of changes and all that stuff, you can. It is linked in the description down below. But now we move on to the next gaming news report on today's show, and it's a little bit of a controversial topic because a lot of people got a little worried about the next Hitman game. The word got out that you may need an always online connection to play the game. Now this is a little bit worrying, but we do have really good news right now. It has now been revealed that the game itself will not require an always online connection. This means when the game is completely out, when it's out on store shelves, it will not need that. However, what will need an always online internet connection is the Hitman beta. The beta will be available this weekend, and it will require a constant internet connection. Square Enix, as I said, have now confirmed that this won't be the case for the full game's release in March. Personally, I think this is really good news. I'm guessing they're doing this constant online connection to kind of have a log of everything that's happening online and see where everything's going wrong, if they have any issues or anything like that. It just makes complete sense. And by the way, if you are wondering, the beta is coming to the PS4 this Friday, February 12. The PC will be getting the game on February 19. And finally, Xbox One users will actually have to wait until the full game is out to get their hands on it. But anyway, moving on to the next gaming news report on today's show, and it's about GTA 5's next GTA Online update. The new update comes out today, and it's the Valentine's Day update as we all expected. The update will be a free update thanks to Rockstar Games, and it's been known as the Be My Valentine update for Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC. It does include a bunch of new content, including cars, outfits, a whole lot more on top of that. Now in the comments down below, let me know if you'll be all alone playing this by yourself, or will you actually have a companion during Valentine's? But anyway, now let's move on to the final gaming news report on today's show, and it's got to do with the Walking Dead games from Telltale Games. A lot of people are waiting and just waiting and waiting for the 3rd season of The Walking Dead from Telltale. But the thing is, we won't have to wait too much longer for a next installment in the series, but it won't be season 3. Instead, it's a mini-series, and it revolves around Michonne, and it's going to be known as In Too Deep. It arrives on February 23rd. It will be available on that specific date on PC, Mac, PS4, Xbox One, PS3, and Xbox 360. A few days later, on February 25th, it will also launch on iOS and Android devices. So yeah, if you're a big fan of the Walking Dead Telltale series, you will probably end up getting this. I'm probably gonna get it. It's gonna be just about 15 bucks, which is really, really awesome right there. And there we have it. That is the gaming news for today. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. Now, Gorilla Man, please hand me that question. Thanks, Gorilla Man. Okay, guys, the question is, what video game character would you want to hang out with for an entire day and why? So get creative with your answer and put it down below in the comment section and you could end up on the next show. But if you enjoyed today's video, please remember to smack that like button because I am ChampChong, my accent Australian here. That's one of the previous questions.